lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added color.
Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So truth be told, I actually filmed this video this morning, went to edit, and I just wasn't a fan. Waited until this afternoon where I've been rolling around literally in the snow. My hair's all wet. I'm like, you know, I'm just going to quickly go and record it again because I just wasn't happy with it. Anyhow, I thought I'd bring to you a 4-month update on Margot. I just want to document this sort of every month, so I've got it to look back on and see how far she's come, see which new skills she's developed, and just see her grow really. And I thought it might be interesting for you guys if you've got a baby of a similar age, or even if you're expecting, just to have a little nosy, see what you might be in for at 4 months old. So starting off with Margot's personality, she is literally the sweetest little baby ever. She is growing such a personality, it's unbelievable, and she's got so many characteristics the same as what Hugo, her older brother, had when he was her age. She loves people to be in her face. As soon as she sees Hugo, she's really smiling, really happy. She's always making noises. She's making some right funny noises and we're trying to capture them on video, but by the time I get the camera out she more or less stops, but she's making some such funny noises. Going for things like she's grasping for things, she's really holding on tightly to her toys, not for too long, but she's putting her hands out to them and grabbing them, doing a really good job of that. She absolutely loves bath time, and when she goes in the bath we have like these little balls from the brand Munchkin, and they've got things inside so they rattle, but we literally hold them above like her eyesight so she can get her hands and like really practice her hand coordination and like go and grab them. Absolutely loves doing that. And then also at bath time as well, we've started to just run like a really shallow bit of water in the bottom, and we literally just lie her in the bottom. I know you can get like bath pillows, like supports for them to lie on, but we literally just run the littlest bit of water on the bottom just so she can like lie on her back, kick her arms, kick her legs, and it really tires her out before she goes to bed. She is just so easygoing, and you know what I said to Carl the other day, like she is just an all-rounder. Literally, Hugo, when he was a baby, so if you don't already know Hugo, my oldest, he's nearly 3 years old, he'll be 3 in a couple of months. But basically when he was a baby, like he was such a bitting and bobbing baby, that's how I describe it. He'd have a bit of milk, he'd sleep for a bit, he'd have a bit more milk, go back to sleep for a bit. Whereas Margot, like she does have a routine. It's not like strict dead to the timings, but I know where I'm at with her. If someone said to me when I had Hugo, what time does he have naps, how much bottle does he drink, like I never really could give a straight answer because I didn't know. We were such busybodies, so I do think that lockdown has helped to like form a routine for her. But yeah, like Hugo was just a bit scatty, a bit all over the place. He did really sleep well and stuff, but we just didn't have like a set routine. Whereas Margot, she has 4 6-ounce bottles in a day. I know that she'll go for a nap between 10 and 11 AM, and that's a short nap, about 30-45 minutes. Later in the afternoon she'll go down about 3 o'clock and she'll have an hour and a half. I just know where I'm at basically. In her cot now, she used to be in a Chico next to me bed, which they do last a very long time, like they are very roomy, but we just found, because we are, as you can probably tell, our bedroom is on the top floor, and Margot is actually in our bedroom with us, so we had a cot at the end of the bed, which you'll probably see another time on a house tour or something, and then when we had the next to me next to our bed, and because she was sleeping through all night, we just thought, her cot's in our room anyway, we might as well just transfer her and put her in a cot. Gets her used to it as well then. So we decided to make that transfer probably when she was about 3 months old. They're still quite little, but like I said, she's literally at the end of our bed, so we can still see her and things. She doesn't sleep in a sleep bag for daytime naps. We try and keep that for at night time. She has a comforter, she has a dummy, a you in the sheet, a comforter, and then she has white noise on. She always has white noise on when she goes to sleep, and she self-settles, so I place her down and she'll go off on her own. Yeah, saying it out loud even, like I just feel so grateful and lucky. A lot of people warn me that the second child won't be as easy as the first, and so far she has proved everyone wrong. I mean, touch wood, where's some wood, that, you know, it stays the same. We probably will hit some hiccups, but I'm pretty confident that she is a good baby. So Margot is actually teething. She is literally such a trooper, oh my goodness. You can really see, I'll try and get some footage, but you can really see the teeth surfacing at the bottom. Now Hugo was 9 months old before he cut 2 teeth, his bottom 2, and then the rest followed like literally straight after. So he was teething like the whole time, but I can't remember seeing his teeth surface this stage, whereas Margot's, they are surfacing. In terms of the dribble, she's dribbling so much, her tops get soaked so quick if she's not got a bib on, and even if she has got a bib on, they literally last 10 minutes or something. Like, it's crazy how much she's dribbling. So I am yet to buy some really thick bibs. I know from when I had Hugo, I think I brought Cheeky Chompers and Ziggle bibs, but if you've got any recommendations, please drop them in the comments down below for like a really thick bib that's gonna collect all that saliva, because honestly, like, we go through so many bibs and so many clothes through dribble at the moment. On the subject of clothes, she is in 6 to 9 months comfortably. She is very long and she's quite chunky, exactly like a brother. She's honestly like the splitting image of him when he was her age, and I'm not too worried about it, because to me it just means she's thriving, and as soon as they get on the move and stuff, like, they lose all the chub anyway. In terms of her injections, it's been a bit of a tricky one, this one. So her first set we had to move because we was actually in self-isolation when they were, so they got delayed, and then the second lot of jabs, the letter came through and I actually, kill me now, I forgot the appointment. So I think this is second child syndrome, because you're just so much more laid back. I forgot the appointment. It got to the day, like later on in the afternoon, I was like, oh my god, I have missed Margot's second jabs. What a bad mum. So basically they just resend a letter to say these are your new jab dates, and that's actually next week, early the week after, I think. So I'll definitely check up on it, make a reminder on my phone, because she needs to go for those. She handled it really well. Don't get me wrong, when I took Hugo for his first set, I sobbed, and after that I was fine, I think because I knew what was coming. But with Margot, right, I was fine, but she sobbed, but I was able to soothe her really quickly. I did the Calpol as they suggested, and the only time she really whimpered when we got home was if we caught like her legs where they'd put the injection. So she was a real trooper, and I hope she's the same with the rest of her jabs. She's really, really strong. She's not floppy at all anymore. I mean, I can definitely say we're out of the newborn stage now, like, which is pretty emotional, because I live for those feels. She is yet to still do that like massive laughing session. Like, she chuckles and she giggles, especially to Hugo, for even no apparent reason. Like, she just sees his face and she chuckles. I remember the moment when Hugo started real belly laughing for like a couple of minutes, because I cried, because I was like, oh my god, he's so happy, look at him, he looks so happy. So Margot's yet to do that, but she is laughing, like, she is giggling and chuckling, but she's just not had that moment where they're like full on laughing for ages. Do you know what I mean? We recently assembled her jumperoo. Yeah, Margot really likes it. Her feet do touch the floor. I find that she does like going on her back and playing for a bit with her play mat. She has like the piano one, the Fisher Price one. But after a little while, I do find that she does like to be up for a little bit, whether that be in, we've got like a little seat that she has toys on, the tray, or in the jumperoo, or in a bouncer. Like, she just likes to be up for a little bit, and I think that really helps as well with the food situation, which I'll move on to in a minute. We decided to introduce solids to Margot at 4 months old, because we have been really struggling, and we hit like a wall where we was like, is it silent reflux? Is it CMPA? Cow's milk protein allergy? Like, what is it? We actually got prescribed the dairy-free milk, and she wouldn't take it. It was so watery, and my gut was just telling me like that still wasn't right. And I said to Kyle, I was sat in the car one day and I said, I literally feel like I'm failing, like I don't know what to do. I just want an answer, like I want her to be settled. I'm fed up of feeding her on Carabel, Gaviscon. She doesn't want this milk, she doesn't want to drink it. I tried it with her, and Kyle just said, you know what, go back to the Kendamil, which is what formula we're on, and he said, let's start introducing food. So I was like, okay, we'll try that. And literally that evening we tried her with some rice, just literally started off with baby rice, started off with little spoonfuls, and now she's actually on, in the morning she'll have some baby porridge, around 4 p.m. she will have some baby rice. Advise you to start at 6 months old, but when there's complications with feeding and all that sort of stuff, do actually advise you to start your journey at around 4 months. So that's what we've done. Again, it's not right for everyone. I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a doctor, blah blah blah, but what I am here to do is just tell you about this and what we're doing. As for tummy time, we do it sometimes. She likes to have something in front of her, like an emergency blanket or something sensory, just to like touch. He has rolled over a couple of times, like a handful of times. All in all, like, she's very alert. She loves literally watching everything in her surroundings. She loves being outside. Like, she just loves taking everything in. One of the last things to touch upon is probably nighttime routine. We do have one in place, but yeah, she will basically have a bath anytime between 5:30 and 6:30, and then from the bath follows baby massage, getting her PJs, brush her hair, I clip her nails if they need doing. Then I'll put her in her pyjamas, I'll put her in a sleep bag, and then I'll give her a feed. She then goes down in a cot. If not by this point she's already asleep, which 9 times out of 10 she is. And again, I just stick the white noise on. I give her her comforters and she will be off in a few minutes. I then give her a dream feed at around 10-11 p.m. just before I go to bed, and then she'll sleep all the way through. With Hugo, he did not take to the dream feed. He just wouldn't feed, like he just wouldn't take it. And I just found myself spending ages just trying to get the teat, like wiggling it about in his mouth to try and get the milk out, to get him to taste it, to drink it, but he just wasn't having any of it. So I think he used to wake like one time in the night for a feed, which I don't mind, but obviously it's much better to feed her before I go to sleep, and then I'm not waking up then until the morning with her. I wake up between like 6 and 7:30, I want to say. A quick update on myself, how I'm feeling 4 months postpartum. Now, as a lot of you can probably imagine, this whole lockdown scenario for us mums who have had babies during the pandemic and stuff like that, it is really difficult. It is so hard, but I do actually feel really mentally strong and able to sort of just control my mindset, try and look for the positives. I've really made the most of all the family time. Kyle's had a lot of time off work since Margot's been born, which I found that has really helped, because I just love working as a team. I love having like my whole family at home and us just doing everything together. I think that's really helped me mentally. Been able to take her to any classes. With Hugo, I started his swimming lessons really early, which we used to do together. So yeah, in a way I do really, obviously I really want normality back, and I've really missed, you know, being able to mix with all my friends and all my family. Yeah, it has been tough, but I do feel positive and I do feel motivated to make the most of the time. So I feel good mentally. I've got quite bad postpartum hair loss, which at the minute I'm not doing it any favours, but it was literally drenched from being in the snow earlier. So I've recently brought some new products. I'm going to try them out and let you know how I get on, because again, I know a lot of people going through the same sort of thing. So I've got a few products that I'm trying out now, and I'm going to see if they work. After Margot, I did lose baby weight like really quickly, and I don't know what it is. I think it's just because of literally having a toddler to run around after. I feel like after your second you don't really have time to recover properly. You just have to sort of dive back into normality. You have to chase around after your toddler, do things yourself. Like, it was just very different, the recovery the second time round. I literally felt like I was floating on clouds, just snacking on. In fact, my mum stopped me up on milkshakes because she was like, just make sure you just drink some of this when you can. So I lost it quite rapid, and then over Christmas I think I gained about 1 stone. So now I'm just in the process of trying to get it back off and more. I've got a target weight and I want to get to it this year. I say Hugo is nearly 3 years old, and my body's been through 2 pregnancies, 2 natural births, and yeah, it's time to like look after me, take control of me. So that's Margot's 4-month update. I think I've touched upon everything. If you'd love to keep on track with our updates each month, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd love to have you stick around as a viewer. Like I say, drop down in the comments down below if you have any good thick bib recommendations, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!